There's a reason why you do that, and it ain't white people. There's a whole bunch of things that we do. Like niggas talk about cats that be wearing all the jewelry and shit. It's no different than what cats did back in the day. It's the same shit. It's the same shit. You've just been socialized and trained to believe that every fucking thing we do is fucked up. And I ain't gonna lie, look, there's a lot of shit we do that's fucked up. But we also live in a society, in a country where everything that we do is pathologized.
Right.
Everything everybody else do, it just is what it is.
Right. But there's a lot of things that we do right that people don't never give ourselves credit for. We do a lot of right things too. We do a lot of good things too. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So yeah, it's made to be pathologized like we're wrong or like we're bad, but we do a lot of good too.
Well, nobody's good press gets the front page. Nobody's good.
That's not
I
true.
disagree with that.
That's not true.
I disagree with that because for real, other cultures, like the fact is, we personally choose to highlight the ignorant shit.
Whoa.
When there's something positive going on, it's millions of things going on. We choose not to show it.
Smitty, brother, you got a couple questions to answer.
I answer any motherfucking thing. What you got?
Okay, I'll ask you again.
Right here.
I'll ask you again. If we are not our ancestors, in light of all of our accomplishments and where we sit, then who are we? You must have some other answer. You can't just say we're not our ancestors. Who are we then?
We are a watered down breed, sir. It's the same formula, just mixed down. You know, like a lot of products we knew back in the day that just don't taste the same. You see where I'm at? So when I say we are not our ancestors, brother, the fact is this. Majority of us, how many niggas have you heard say, if slavery came back in, I ain't picking shit? Majority of us do not have it in us to be in that heat the way we did. Majority of us do not have it in us to go back to eating slops that was, thrown to us in the bucket. We are not them. They were something built of a total different fabric.
No, you're not them because you're not in those conditions.
If you respectfully, you're not in the box. You can come down if you want. I'll holler at you.
Look, here's the thing, bro. We're not them because we don't have those circumstances. When you put something to the test,
bro, we have circumstances that could be considered just as worse. You trying to tell me, like, for example, like Warren Chirac, Compton back in the 90s, all of these things, bruh. When it comes down to things like Rodney King being beat, come on now, even down to brothers like Malcolm X and Brother King, who was gunned down simply for doing something positive. Now, hold tight. I get you. Yeah, we don't have the exact same circumstances, but I promise you the struggle has not changed. But you know what has changed? Our fucking stamina and endurance within it. That's what's changed. That's the only thing that's changed.
Hold on, Smitty, let him respond. Go ahead, AM.
No, first of all, here's the thing. There's a difference between hindsight is always 20/20. There's a difference between looking at something from a different perspective as opposed to when you're actually in it, right? You could be talking to a Malcolm X right now, but history views you in a different light. How many people were talking to Malcolm when he was alive? They didn't think he was what we think he is now. He was a brother on a street corner that was trying to convert people to Islam. There was a lot of people that wasn't fucking with him. So once a person dies, there's a bit of romanticizing to it. So when we look back in history at the people that came before us, we do a little bit of romanticizing it. But to say that we are watered down, brother, you got interracial couples out here right now where a brother get into a relationship with a white woman and she still produce a black child.
Sir, that's genetics. I'm talking about how we carry ourselves, how we move.
Okay, so you're talking about mentality then.
That's all I've been talking about. I said the struggle has not changed. Okay. The only thing that has changed is our endurance to withstand it.
Okay, so fair enough, right? But going back to what Uncle Jeff said, which is extremely is just extremely relevant. Okay. In fact, in the book From Niggas to Gods, the brother Akil wrote, he broke down how you could take a dog and you could chain him to a tree for years. Like you could go find a dog somewhere, steal it, bring it back to your house, chain it to a tree for years, right? Chain it to a tree for 5 years. When you fucking finally take that dog off of the chain, he doesn't go anywhere. He might wander around, but he stays right there because he's been trained and socialized to stay right there. It's social conditioning. This is what Pavlov studied. So when you're talking about our mentality is what it is because we've been socialized to be that way. But that doesn't mean that potential for us to be what our ancestors were, it isn't. That doesn't mean it's not there.
Did you just say the potential? So for you to say the potential means that you recognize we're not that right now, which is exactly what I've been saying this entire time, sir.
Okay, no, wait. But what you're saying, wait. See, here's the thing, because we gotta add.
I promise you, Smitty listens, bro. Rock out.
We gotta add context. Now, if I misinterpreted what you said, forgive me. But
no, not what I said. I repeated what you said, sir.
Wait, hold on. Let him finish, man. Come on, Smitty. Come on. Let's have a
bro. He's wording it wrong. Sorry. I apologize. AM, respect to you. Rock out, my G. Rock out. I'm sorry. My bad.
I'm trying to clarify so that I can understand fully what you're saying. The way I processed what you were saying from my perception was you were saying that we are not our ancestors in the sense that the potential ain't even there. You get what I'm saying?
Smitty, you get what you're saying?
The potential is actually, I do believe personally, because I've seen little shard jewels of it, you know, like on Inuyasha, because we both into anime.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So I've seen little shard jewels of it spread all throughout.
Okay.
The thing is that I don't know if we'll ever be able to collect that whole crystal again.
Okay.
Now, hold on, last part. If we can, I don't see that being within our lifetime and/or the next 3, bare minimum.
Okay. So
rock out.
So check this out. So you into anime, right? So you watch Dragon Ball Z, right?
Bro, One Piece, Dragon Ball, Inuyasha, Trigun, you name it, bro. I'm just like you, fool.
Cool. So you understand the correlation between the Saiyans and black people, right? Okay. Black people are just like the Saiyans. If Goku, Vegeta have children with a Earthling, that child is still gonna be a Saiyan. That child is still gonna have
like Pan.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is black people right now are like Son Gohan. You understand? It's in them. It's in them, but because of the way we're trained, society is like Chi-Chi teaching Gohan to be a fucking nerd instead of teaching him to be a warrior, right? So it's in us. It just hasn't been brought out. It's a dormant, sleeping thing that is in us. And the reason why that potential has not come out, it still creeps out. It creeps out. We see it. We see it in our creativity. We see it in sports, in our athleticism. We see it in our ingenuity. We see it in a lot of these things. It's there. It just has not been honed and crafted to be what it's supposed to be because we are an interfered with people. Our ancestors before slavery were not interfered with. You see what I'm saying?
So I love the way you said that, AM. That was beautiful, my G. Nah, real shit. And I'm not being sarcastic. And I love that because you got my mind thinking. Yeah, I listen. So look, right, when you give the example of the Saiyans, we all know that they've had different bosses throughout different series. We had Frieza, we've had Cell, we've had Majin Buu, so on and so forth, right? We had the androids. You know why they were able to persevere throughout each boss level? Because the endurance never changed. So let's take slavery. That was Frieza. Okay, cool. Guess what? When Gotex and all of them came along, when Trunks came along, and it was Cell and shit, it was still this. They were able to go Super Saiyan because it was something within them that was never lost. And I'm trying to tell you and tell everybody here that there has been a disconnection. We are not them. Although we do resemble, although we do hold the complexion, although we do still encompass the actual potential, I promise you, we don't have in us what they did.
So
and if we did, we look, and if we did, and if we do, then it's either like asinine to talk about how great they were. Why do we talk about how great they were? Because we recognize that they did shit that we wouldn't do today.
Because we're
not going to sit up here and play these games.
Because we
rock out, AM. You got the floor, brother.
We talk about how great they are is because we have to remember them.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? But here's the other thing, right? So let's take it here then. You're saying basically that we're like Aang when he got cut off from his past lives, right?
I'm with you. Rock out. I'm with you.
So here's my thing. What I'm saying is, if you remember when Aang was fighting the Fire Lord, and then he had something happen to him that activated it, and then boom, his lineage.
And then he got all four. He got all four. Yeah.
This is what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, because look, life, the universe has a way of correcting itself, right? Nature has a way of correcting itself. What's going on with us right now, I personally believe, is a process that we have to go through. We cannot avoid this process, right? So what I'm saying is, there may be a point, it may not happen in our lifetime. It may not happen in our children's lifetime, but there's going to be a point where that shit, just like with Aang, is going to get activated to where we move in a different fucking direction, because there's no erasing the link that we have with the eternal.
Right.
It's still there. It will never go anywhere. It will never look. We as Black people, we have a connection with each other that cannot be explained or really comprehended. Me personally, I feel like it's the subconscious mind. I feel like we're all linked subconsciously, right? Because there's
fact. I agree. Fact.
Yeah, there's certain things that we don't gotta say. You know what I'm saying? We just know that's what it is and shit, right? So when I say we're still the ancestors, I'm talking from that point of view, that it doesn't matter what we've been trained to think, what we've been taught to think. The subconscious is always the subconscious. The subconscious will always be what it is. You feel what I'm saying? Because really, to be truthfully honest, and know this, in order for me to accomplish everything that I've accomplished, brother, I had to tap into my subconscious. I couldn't deal with the conscious. I had to tap into the subconscious mind in order to achieve certain things. But see, with most of us, we don't even deal with that esoteric level. We don't even deal with that. You understand what I'm saying?
We're afraid of it. A lot of us are afraid of it, or think it's something spooky or something too mystical or heebie-jeebie.
Yeah, it's always taught to us as being evil. That's the whole reason why when you watch movies and TV shows, black magic is always evil. Oh, there's a price to pay. All of these different things, right? So
devil's food is the chocolate cake, angel is white. I got you. The black jelly bean is the worst tasting one. We can rock out on that. I'm with you, AM.
Yeah, so basically we're pushed away from black. We're pushed away from darkness, right? Even though darkness is where everything comes from. You know what I'm saying? The dark vacuum of space, the dark womb of a woman, everything comes from darkness, right? So we're pushed away from that. So when we're pushed away from that, we're not able to tap into certain things. Now, I'm gonna bring this full circle. I'm gonna bring this full circle back to the damn children. The children still tap into that.
Right.
Easily.
Naturally. Right.
So when you tell a child that they cannot do something, you are literally doing to them what this society has done to us.
Bars.